Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Ryder. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Ryder throwing the out route and complete. That's Patterson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Running right through it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
Patterson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll try again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Patterson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryder. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Ryder steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the 50, it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Ryder. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Touchdown, Falcons! So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Browns, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Browns drive about to get started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Watson, off play action. Throw left side complete. That's good one. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now it's Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off right around the 43. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Eluding the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Ryder. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Ryder. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Watson going to try and run it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's taken down inside the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area and just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And the Browns are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Here's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, it's Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Deion Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Ryder going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, it's Patterson. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue.